Hello. I have been teaching a lot of clients today about kind of the seated flow that I put together for those with mid and low back tightness and discomfort. And so I'm recording it for them, and I'm also recording it for any of you who also might benefit from it. So I hope that you join me. You can perform this seated flow on the floor. You can perform it seated on blankets if it's more comfortable for you to be propped up. You can just put a blanket underneath you. You can also use yoga blocks if it's uncomfortable for you to have your knees all the way down. You can just take a yoga block on each side and prop it for support. So you can also perform this seated in a chair. You do not have to be seated on the floor to participate. So find a really comfortable position. And I'm going to have you start with just closing your eyes. And I want you to take a couple of nice deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose, letting the lower rib cage and the abdomen expand as you inhale. And exhale, letting the shoulders release and drop away from the ears. Go ahead and inhale again. And exhale. Take another nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, we are going to go into a seated cat-cow. So when you exhale, you are going to gently pull this lower abdominal muscle up and in as you start to round at your hips, your pelvis, the low to mid back, and finally letting your head just kind of relax, letting gravity traction down. Shoulders stay away from your ears. And then as you inhale, you're going to keep that lower abdominal muscle gently engaged, pulled up and in. As you reverse the curve, starting at the hips, the pelvis, the low to mid back. And then finally coming up, lifting your ears towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, round again. So if from the side, what this looks like is I'm exhaling, I'm pulling in to engage my abs to support my low back. And then I'm just actually rounding. And I'm only rounding within a range that feels comfortable for me. So some people can round a little further, some people not as much. It's not about how far you go, it's about the technique you use when you're doing it. And then go ahead and inhale and reverse that curve, starting at the hips, the pelvis, the low to mid back. When you come up into cow, I'm not having you go into a full extension because this can be really hard and strenuous on your neck and your back. So it's more about rounding as you exhale, relaxing the shoulders away from the ear, making sure you can gently nod your head side to side. And then inhale, come back up. Good. Go ahead and do a couple of more of those on your own. Exhaling as you round. And inhaling, coming back up. Exhale, round again. Inhale, back up. Good, and exhale. This time as you inhale, you are going to gently lift your arms up overhead within a comfortable range of motion, keeping your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. So we don't want to do this because this will increase your neck and upper shoulder tightness if you have any. So inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, gently rotate to your right as you bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh and your right arm goes beside you like a kickstand. You're going to use this front arm as a lever to help you rotate your mid back. You want to keep your lower abdominal muscles gently pulled up and in so that the movement actually happens at the mid back. Make sure that you don't slouch or pop your shoulder forward because that can irritate this area. So you want to think about gliding your shoulder blades gently down your spine. Gently your abs are pulled in as you rotate. As you inhale, think about letting the right side of your rib cage gently expand, right in here. And exhale. Inhale again. Let that right side of your rib cage expand front to back and side to side. And exhale. Inhale, rotate back to center, lifting the arms up overhead. And exhale, rotate the opposite direction. So your left hand goes beside you like a kickstand. Right hand goes on the opposite of your left thigh. Your head can stay neutral with your body, or you can rotate it to the left to look over the side, whatever is comfortable for you. Make sure that your shoulders are pulled down away from your ears and your lower abdominal muscle is engaged. You want to keep equal weight through both sides of your pelvis. So you don't want to try to go further or hyperextend or hyper rotate at your low back, which is why our abs are engaged. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Letting the left side of that rib cage expand as you inhale and relax as you exhale. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, center. Lift the arms overhead. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale. And exhale. And this breath work is at your own pace. Whatever feels like a good breath for you. You just don't want to go too fast. Good. When you're ready, you'll inhale, center, arms come up overhead. Exhale, rotate the opposite direction. Again, tuning in, relaxing your shoulders, keeping a nice neutral spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. We're going to do about 3 on each side. Good. Inhale back to center, arms come up. Make sure again that your shoulders are relaxed away from your ears, and then rotate. Last time. Nice deep breath in. Let that oxygen fuel your cells. Helps with healing, helps with stress reduction, helps with flexibility. Who couldn't use more of that? And inhale back to center. Now gently bring your right arm down to the side as you lift your left arm up overhead. I realize in the video you're going to be going opposite of me, so follow my cues perhaps. Or you can go the opposite side, doesn't matter, we're gonna do both sides. With your right arm at the side, it's like a kickstand, but I want you to gently press into it as if you were almost lifting yourself up to prevent yourself from just collapsing. So lower abs are engaged, press through that right arm, reach the left arm overhead, reach your left side of your rib cage towards or away from your body, and keep your shoulder relaxed away from your ear. So I don't want you to do this because that can get up into your neck. And again, that's not our goal at all, okay? Bending the elbow can also help relax that area. Take a nice deep breath in and feel the expansion of your rib cage on the left side of your body. Good, and on the exhale, bring the left arm down, lift the right arm up overhead. Gently press through that left arm for stability, reach the right arm, shoulder drops away, and take a nice deep breath in. Now you can hold here for 2 to 3 nice deep breaths, kind of like we did on the other with the rotations. Or you can gently flow, but I want you to exhale as you lower your arm. Inhale as you lift up. Again, expand that ribcage. You might find some tightness in here. Tightness in this area can contribute to mid-back tightness, low back tightness, difficulty breathing. So we really want to work an expansion of the ribcage by filling our lungs with oxygen and using the diaphragm. If you haven't watched the previous videos on abdomino-diaphragmatic breathing, on a shoulder lock, which is what we're engaging when we're pulling that shoulder away from our ear, I encourage you to go watch those. They'll help you kind of work through these techniques one at a time so that you can also put them together in the flow. Good, and exhale, right arm down. Let's go one more time each direction. Inhale up, press through that bottom arm. And lower, and then inhale up, and lower. Good. And now I want you to move around and maybe test a couple of the motions that felt tight before we started or when we first started. So maybe you revisit some cat-cows, maybe some spinal rotations, and just see if your back feels a little bit looser. This can be a really good flow to do if you've been sitting a lot working from home perhaps at this time, or if you're just noticing some tightness and tension, drawing awareness into our body, into our breath, and away from all the outside distractions. So if you have any questions, please feel free to message me or email me. I'm always happy to help. Until next time, bye for now.